It's a great Wednesday to be alive on Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust alongside Packer Backer. Hopefully not going to a funeral in all black today. What's going on?
Looking good, buddy. That's all it is.
You look clean.
Yeah,
you look clean.
I look
it's
handsome.
sharp. And now,
I know.
I will bring up the fact that you were in all black in a second. That's Kyle Wallace. Brad Nortman says he's looking sharp. Super Bowl 50 runner-up, longtime NFL punter. And Alex Strofe, just hot off Mr. Irrelevant on YouTube at ESPN Madison, at ESPN Milwaukee, running the show. You got something to say? You getting ready?
You're telling them they look really good. I figured you were going to pass that compliment on to me.
You look weird today. You came into the office and something was off, and it is that fact that you are couch surfing right now, and I immediately knew that you were running out of clothes.
Yeah, I'm running thin. I've done my laundry since I've been here, but I feel like, you can only bring so many outfits in a suitcase. So I feel like I just have to pepper in some fresh ones every once in a while. I got to catch you guys off guard, and I feel like I accomplished that goal today.
Well, I'd like for you to we have a lot of loyal listeners and fans of KBN Nation that go on YouTube, and they like to comment on Kyle's outfits. Yesterday was a little Blues Clues-ish. Today it's just a nice black sweater.
I think you're the only one.
That's because I didn't drive that narrative yesterday.
Yeah,
it was definitely true, though.
So now we're admitting you drive the narrative.
I mean, sometimes.
And you get a groundswell of support on things that may be libelous or slanderous.
Well, if it's getting a lot of support, that means other people are seeing what I see. And today you look handsome. I like that. I think it's a nice black sweater.
I will say, when I looked in the mirror this morning, I said, "Damn!"
All right.
The boy look good.
Just when I think I want to compliment him, he takes it too far.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I take the compliment. Bradley, you have anything you want to say about my outfit today?
Kyle, you set the standard for fashion for KBN.
Oh, my God.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
Strofe definitely does not. I look forward to seeing him on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison to rip the fact that he has a button-down collared shirt, long sleeve, and it's unbuttoned or untucked rather, with khakis and bad shoes, and it's just a disheveled look with a nice haircut. All right, he agrees. 800-990-3776. He's defeated right now. Usually he's got something to say. But if you want to get us on YouTube at ESPN Madison and at ESPN Milwaukee. Vibes are different up at 1265. Gosh, we've talked about it a little bit, but I want to go into it from the coaching level, because when you hear the guy at the podium named Matt LaFleur talk about how different things feel, it almost like is an evolution of what Kyle has been figuring out about his toxic relationship with Aaron Rodgers. What was your coming to Jesus moment? Rodgers saying that, or you just go into the podium saying him and Bobby Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy.
It just doesn't stop. He came off a season where he got hurt, and then he comes to the podium and he answers a question instead of saying, "Yeah, I'm not focused on that." He wanted to let everybody know, "Look at me! I almost became the vice president nominee for Bobby Kennedy."
So let's hear from Matt LaFleur, because I think there's a lot to peel off of just this very simple statement from Matt LaFleur as he spoke to reporters after OTAs, and just good to get the perspective from Matty LaFleur. Yes, right now.
Attendance here, and I know we had one guy missing today for a personal matter, but we've had almost 100% the entire offseason, which has been the best that we've had since I've been here. So. And I always think that when you look around the league, when your quarterback's there, just naturally has a way of attracting everybody to come. And we're still a very young football team as well. And so these guys, they want to put in the work. I think we got a lot of guys that love the game and love the process of grinding together and going through some tough things together. And but to have him here is, you can't put a value on that.
Matt LaFleur absolutely glowing about Jordan Love being in the building with his teammates, and you could feel Matt LaFleur's smile through the microphone. Brad Nortman, your overall takeaway there.
Man, what do we know about Matt LaFleur? Whenever he speaks at the podium, he always has a little bit of subtext, right? He's saying something, but you got to listen to what the subtext underneath what he's saying is. And this time, you don't even have to read that much into subtext, because he said this is the best attendance he's had since he's been there. He could have stopped right there, and his point would have been made that he's happy of all everybody in attendance, but he didn't. He kept going. And what did he go on and say? When your quarterback is there, it naturally attracts others. This is, of course, referencing Aaron Rodgers now showing up in 2021 and now showing up in 2022. And I went back and looked at the list of guys who were not there in 2021 or 2022. Listen to these names that were not at the Packers training camp, or OTAs, in prior years. 2021, Devontae Adams, MVS, Allen Lazard, obviously Aaron Rodgers, David Bakhtiari, Jair Alexander. So those are some pretty big names. You need those guys to be there.
Some of your highest paid players.
And then again in 2022, Aaron Rodgers, Jair Alexander, Lazard, Sammy Watkins, Mercedes Lewis, Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary, Rasul Douglas, and David Bakhtiari and Elgin Jenkins.
Well, you said Rashawn Gary?
Yeah, I think he was rehabbing, though.
Okay.
I think he was rehabbing. But Preston Smith wasn't there.
Point taken.
Yeah.
100 near 100% attendance to what would already go maybe below or around 90% just with the lists you had there?
And those are guys that make up your core starting guys. Those are your playmakers. And when Rodgers is there, message is delivered, these are not that important. And funny enough, now Rodgers is attending there. His actions sum up they're important, but this is Matt LaFleur directly comparing Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers and basically declaring Jordan Love, in a lot of ways, is the anti-Aaron Rodgers in his demeanor, in his commitment, and how much he affects this team. I think Matt LaFleur wants to make a clear delineation that, like, that was that other guy. We got our guy now with Jordan Love. I think he's excited. You could feel the excitement in his breath, and that subtext shouts to me that, you know what? I'm going to compare him to Aaron Rodgers. I'm not scared to do it, and this is how important it is.
Yeah, as Ben was saying earlier, is the fact that our coach, Matt LaFleur, is finally figuring out, and he's probably had this process as well, is that a refresh in trying something new, in changing of the guard, sometimes isn't bad, right? It's a scary thing and a scary thought to think that you're going to move on from Aaron Rodgers, who was an MVP when you were here, a quarterback that got you to NFC Championship games. And it's a scary thought to say we're going to move on to a guy that in practice, and admittedly, Jordan Love said, listen, in practice, you really can't show everything that you have. And so to go from a sure thing to something that was an unknown, that is a tough thing. But now Matt LaFleur is finally free. He now understands that this team can be so much better when he has a chance to actually put his identity on this team, when guys are actually buying into things, when he's not coddling to what Aaron Rodgers has to say, or think about the fact that Aaron Rodgers is, de facto type head coach, or a guy that you have to worry about your decisions. I love hearing him talk about different things such as, hey, we're going to have joint practice. I'm excited about that. And then hear my quarterback say the exact same thing about the positives of having a joint practice, right? You don't have any of that negativity. You don't have to look over your shoulder to think, if I say this, how will Aaron Rodgers react? Because know this about Aaron Rodgers, is that Matt LaFleur might have been the head football coach, but Aaron Rodgers was the voice of that football team. If Matt said something and Aaron Rodgers went against it, everybody be in between two things, and they're going to look at Aaron Rodgers. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers was a proven starting quarterback in the NFL. So you can tell that Matt LaFleur feels more in control, he feels more in command, and he feels like finally he can put his imprint and identity on this football team. And I'm telling y'all, we are going to see the results of this, because we saw it last year when he told Jordan Love to let it rip. Wait till you get a chance to see it this year. 100% attendance almost, and one person being out for personal reasons. That is a big freaking deal.
800-990-3776. Look, I think it's fascinating to see Matt LaFleur's evolution as a head coach, right? Like, he came in and had instant success, 13 wins in his first 3 years. I mean, like, that is a hard precedent to set for yourself and continue to rise to those levels. And now you have what was a down year, obviously, in 2022. You missed the playoffs because the Detroit Lions come in. You move on from Aaron Rodgers, and then they make the playoffs in Jordan Love's first year. The natural assumption is they are going to take the next step based off of Jordan Love's 8 games and based off of what Matt LaFleur was able to do. My question is, like, Did this just all again? This is crazy that we're having these type of conversations. But did it all just work out perfectly? Like, did Aaron Rodgers literally exit at the perfect time for the Green Bay Packers?
Well, you could make the argument the Packers could get a whole lot bigger of a haul if they traded him after the 2021 season.
But that's a different conversation because if they got a bigger haul, was Jordan Love going to be the quarterback that he turned into last year?
He probably wasn't ready.
And so if you moved on from Rodgers at the right time, you then had 2 MVP seasons where you guys had a really good shot.
Yep, you did.
You made it to an NFC Championship game twice. One was real. You had a number 1 seed and lost to the 49ers. And after that, Rodgers' demise internally, it hurt the team, and here you go. Now Matt LaFleur has learned from all of that and can have his message be portrayed in a way that is reaching not just maybe you had said, Kyle, if Aaron Rodgers didn't believe what Matt LaFleur was saying, you'd have a split locker room. Now it's all in sync.
It is in sync, but here's the thing. I know I'm going to sound very, green and gold and all this. I'm having the G on my helmet that I wear. But at the end of the day, the reason why I believe that this transition has worked the way it has is because the Green Bay Packers as an organization 30-plus years ago, they figured out this is what our formula is going to be, and this is how we're going to do things. We are going to do things the Packer way. And with doing things the Packer way, they had the right time to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Because don't think when Aaron Rodgers went into hiding, you think it was just because he didn't return Goody's call that Aaron Rodgers was going to move on. Aaron knew when he went into ayahuasca or darkness or whatever the heck he was doing, he knew at that point that his time was done, and Goody knew at that point his time was done. The Packers were ready to move on from him, just like they were ready to move on from Brett Favre when Brett Favre retired as well. This is not a coincidence. This is exactly what the foundation of what this organization is. This is why they found success, because they stick to their guns. They stick to exactly what they believe is going to work, and I'm telling you, it has not equated in championships every single year, but it has made you a competitive football team with a competitive roster year in, year out for the last 30 years.
Justin in the 262 chimes in, not the Are You Smarter Than Ben Brusgrader. Where's the hate for Jordan Love not committing to the season without a new contract?
Come on.
Tell him, Brad. I don't want to yell today.
Listen.
I'm trying to keep my cool.
We're still early enough in the process that we don't have to get too excitable about Jordan Love. Now, that time will come. But Jordan Love, this is a life-changing deal for him, so he should wait and try to get the best deal he possibly can. It's on the Green Bay Packers to make sure he's paid and paid commensurately to how important he is. Matt LaFleur just said it. Your quarterback sets the tone for your entire organization, particularly the Green Bay Packers. Guys that didn't show up when Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback are now showing up because of hope and because of Jordan Love.
But you understand why they did not show up. Is because Aaron Rodgers, the leader of that football team, let it be known that it was okay not to be 100% bought in if you were a veteran. That was the identity, and that was the tone that was set by Aaron Rodgers. When you have a new leader of a football team, and when, like you said, Brad, you have hope, right? You listen to Xavier McKinney talk. Xavier McKinney is in awe with this football team, not because it's the most talented DBs he's ever seen. No, it's because they believe in that locker room. They are building something special. They're going to continue where they're going to leave off. They're going to start where they left off from last season. Though it was a loss, they took the 49ers to the brink of elimination. They had an opportunity in that game. This team believes in themselves going into next year, and the quarterback is there leading the way, and that's why I'm excited for this season, because I know Jordan Love is going to take the next step, not only on the field, but as a leader of this organization.
800-990-3776. That's the ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Would love to get your reaction to, I don't know, just the vibe of what the Green Bay Packers team is like. And I'll ask Kyle, it's could be prisoner of the moment for you, but is this the best you have felt heading into a season?
Not the best I've ever felt heading to a season now. I mean, you're talking about Green Bay Packers after they won the Super Bowl, got a lot of players back. I'm thinking that year is going to be great. They went 15-1. This is not the best I've ever felt.
You went back to 2010, 11.
I mean, but this is, as a Packers fan, a lot of times you feel good going into the year. I do feel more refreshed this year than I did last.
Well, I have a question regarding the Justin in 262. Is anybody mad at Jordan Love for not fully 100% committing?
Don't put this on me, because I will say it all day long. If he doesn't have a contract by training camp, I wouldn't risk stepping on the field because of them not picking up the 5th-year option and him playing for his life last year, betting on himself, he is only due in 2024 $6 million base and $5 million on top of that on what he earned in incentives for 2023. He is not at $11 million, in my opinion, stepping on that field. If it was me, I guess. If it was me, not my opinion. If it was me, I'd be like, absolutely not. I bet on myself. You guys didn't pick up my fifth-year option, so now we're in a situation where you got to pay me find the right price.
It's May. No, I'm not concerned with what he says in May about this. He's here. His actions have shown, from texting his teammates, from working on the summer, his what he has done shows that he's going to be here.
So Justin agrees, and he chimed back in. I want Love to get the money reserves. I find it funny that if Rodgers said that he would have been destroyed, double standard. It's not a double standard. It is Jordan Love's first contract. If anything, Aaron Rodgers, right, at the end of his career, there's no such thing as a hometown discount. I've obviously yelled about that before. But you could make the argument that if you really, really cared about your legacy, you maybe would have done a little bit more team-friendly. I'm not saying you should have, but you could make the argument. This is not the same situation, Love versus Rodgers. We'll continue to get your reaction, 800-990-3776. Brad and Kyle have a lot more to say, plus Alex Strofe chomping at the bit to have his voice heard. We'll get to all of you in KBN Nation, plus the delusional poll of the day from our folks at ESPN 1000 in Chicago. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Jeff Levering and wife Ashley love their patio door from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It's so bright, it's so clear. I can see the kids outside playing, and it makes it comfortable for the life we live.
I love the roll screen. The fact that the screen is on the inside and no drafts, it's a game changer.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. That's 5/31/2024.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown here from ESPN Madison. For the best Southwestern food and margaritas in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Plus, they have one of the largest tequila selections around. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at Pasquale'sCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Hey, it's Hunter Vaughn. ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see teams making an impact in their community. Nominate your local team today at ESPNMadisonGameChangers.com.
See what everyone is talking about at the Club at Lac La Belle. The birthplace of golf in Wisconsin has a rich history you will feel upon arrival. The historic course is open to the public 7 days a week. Experience a round at the Club at Lac La Belle. Schedule your tee time today at clubatlaclabelle.com. Looking for more golf? Take advantage of same-day replay rates and enjoy fine dining and event space after your round. An historic past meets a vibrant future. Go to clubatlaclabelle.com to start your journey.
Are you in need of expert exterior renovations? Look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 22 years, we've been the trusted name in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutter replacements.
I couldn't be happier with the new roof Ridgetop Exteriors installed. It's like having a brand new home.
The team at Ridgetop Exteriors made upgrading my siding a breeze. Quality work and friendly service.
With a track record of excellence, we take pride in transforming houses into dream homes. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com for a free consultation. Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local affordable partners.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
The second annual ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light, is coming soon, and you can swing into the fun. Molly Brown here. Join us on Monday, August 5th at Bishops Bay Country Club and help raise money for the Miracle League of Dane County. Purchase a whole sponsorship, and you'll help provide adaptive equipment, uniforms, and a safe, inclusive environment where every child can thrive. Interested? Email ESPN Madison Sales at goodkarmabrands.com. Sponsor a hole, donate, and make dreams come true with the Miracle League of Dane County, because every child deserves the chance to play ball.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You got to get in the game and get in all the action with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. I'm going to start it off with this. Promo code KBN. Write it down, text it, do what you have to do. But promo code KBN, and you use that promo code KBN, and Underdog will give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick 'em entry and a deposit offer. You say, well, how do I play? Well, you download the Underdog Fantasy app today in the mobile app store that you have, or you go to UnderdogFantasy.com. And then once you have it downloaded, you pick between 2 to 5 players from at least 2 different teams. You got to select higher or lower on those player stats in KBN Nation. If your picks hit, you can win up to 100. Yes, 100 times your money. It's fun to play. You can win money, but it's even more fun watching the game and playing as well. So make sure you get in the game today with the Underdog Fantasy app by using promo code KBN for Underdog Fantasy. It must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Bruss alongside Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. Strofe, what is your best athletic achievement?
It's a good question, Ben. I would say my final WIAA-sanctioned basketball game.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
Sanctioned?
Is that like JV, junior varsity?
Yeah, it was JV.
Oh!
I was a sophomore. We're playing at our crosstown rival, Wrightstown High School. This is back when they still had quarters. I'm aging myself. I had a 3/4 court shot at the end of the third quarter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was sweet.
So your best athletic achievement was hitting a 3/4 court shot in a JV game?
I had like 17 points that game.
Okay, I didn't know if there was the only shot you made.
Was it the baseball throw? Was it just the long
That's a
ball?
good question.
Long ball.
It's like the two-handed kind of push.
One of my best friends was our point guard, and he was like, dude, give me the ball. And I said, I'm taking this.
Oh, this is like Will Smith.
And I sunk it.
Have you guys seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode where
yes,
Carlton refused to give the ball?
I checked myself out of the game. I was like, I'm done. That's my JV career. I'm done.
So you had 17 points in JV as a sophomore. What happened after that?
I quit.
You quit.
Why?
I opted to work for a newspaper than to continue my athletic career.
So you ended on top. You were tired at the top of your game.
Yeah.
You never know.
But don't you?
Shot
So
I
this,
took, I
I mean,
sunk.
we always ask athletes, right? You know, would you want to retire after a Super Bowl and go off into the sunset, or do you play until you can't go anymore? And Strofe, you're a perfect use case example where we now ask somebody who went out at the top of their career.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you have any regrets about doing so?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's only natural.
We lost that game by 35 points.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wow.
I thought this was like a game-winning shot. You just shot it at the end of the third quarter and didn't play the whole fourth quarter?
So your best athletic achievement was a selfish 3/4 court shot that you took yourself out of a game that you got your butt beat?
Well, I wanted the subs to play.
Are you sure you weren't the subs?
No,
Right.
I was a starter. Thank you very much.
No, I'm just making sure that you didn't know that.
At that point,
if you came off the bench, you're a sub.
I thought I was doing a nice thing, and I was like, these guys probably don't have a varsity future. I should let them play. Little did I know I didn't have a varsity future either. So
By choice, or did you know you weren't going to make it?
No, I probably would have played my junior year. My senior year, though, the freshman class, dude. One guy's still playing. He was just at West Virginia last year, who was a big. I was technically a 5, by the way. I was a center.
You were a center?
Out of here.
You don't have an ass.
I don't have any.
Your team sucked.
Yeah,
had to suck. If you the big guy, oh man, I would have gave you trouble. And I'm a whole foot shorter.
That's why I was like, I don't want to be playing these farm towns who have 250 pounds.
I didn't plan on going here, but now I want to, like, everyone in the room plus KBN Nation, if it is memorable, right? I want your greatest athletic achievement, like, moment.
Why'd you ask me that?
I don't know, because everyone who is involved with sports probably wanted to play or played or has something that they hold on to. It's the classic, I'm at the bar with my friends and we're still talking about high school football, dreams.
I don't know that I've ever told that story.
That's why I'm glad I got it out of you. You're uncomfortable about it.
A little bit.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, Brad, I know you played in the Super Bowl, but if you could pick one meaningful play in your career, high school, college, NFL, what is the one moment that means the most to you?
Probably the Iowa fake punt, where we were playing at Iowa my junior year. We were both top 15 teams coming off the heels of beating Ohio State, number 1 in the nation. We were at Iowa. It was a game-winning drive. It was 4th and 6, I believe, and on our own 24. And we called the fake punt where I ran it. It is, in fact, the background of our producer's computer right now.
Oh, wow.
Is me
I did
running
make it the background.
The ball. So that's what I'm probably most known for at my time at Wisconsin. Most impact I feel like I had on a game. I wasn't even punting. How about that? But there was other games.
That shows how much you care about your own position that you played in the NFL.
Exactly. I toted the rock for 17 yards. There are other games where I maybe had more effect punting on the game, but it was like I punted 6, 7, 8 times, and we got the win because of that. But so no singular punt where I'm like, that changed the game.
Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, chimes in. And if this is true, which I'm questioning that it is, because I figured I'd be betting on him in MLB baseball. I struck out 13 consecutive batters in rec league baseball sophomore year.
That's a pretty impressive streak, no matter who you are, when you are.
Wait.
13.
Wait. You buried the lead. You ran away from it.
Yeah, he ran away from it.
They had rec league baseball in high school?
In McGuanago?
What is going on? I didn't even know they had rec league baseball in high school.
Is that like intramural?
I didn't know there was intramural in high school.
We had intramural like basketball in high school for fun, but like recreational.
Josh, what was the pitch again? You have to text me and Josh DiMaggio the pitch that you got. Everyone on their heels or on their knees swinging through. It had to be a knuckle curve from old Joshy DiMaggio. Let's go to Dale in Oak Creek. Your biggest athletic achievement. What do you got, Dale?
I got 2 of them real quick. My first one was my freshman year in college, Division III wrestling, and I was going against UW Whitewater, and the guy was just kind of beating me pretty good. And I ended up catching him in the 3rd period with a headlock, threw him over, and I pinned him. And that guy ended up going on later that season and beating our varsity guy that was at my weight class.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, Dale.
That is a great accomplishment.
You got 2. You better give me some more.
Where'd you go to college, Dale?
Lakeland College.
Okay. The Milwaukee
Sheboygan.
College
Sheboygan.
versus
Muskies.
University.
Yeah, I was up in Sheboygan. My other one was I was playing co-ed slow pitch softball, and I came up to bat, and the guy told everybody in the outfield to back up and move to the left field, and I said, just for that, I'm going to put this thing into right. Just joking around, and sure enough, I hit a home run to right.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Babe Ruth right there.
Dale in Oak Creek bringing the achievements. KBN Nation, your athletic achievements that are coming on the text line I love, but I'd also love to hear from you. We'll get to Kyle's. We'll get to my sappy one, 800-990-3776. Appleman in the Orchard had 6 sacks against Union Grove football on a muddy night in his sophomore year of high school.
Cool.
Kenny Clark, baby. Kenny Clark equals Appleman. John from Racine threw a perfect game in high school.
Cool.
Oh, man.
That's not in baseball.
Great accomplishments.
Not in baseball.
In kickball.
Oh, that's even harder.
Is it?
That is. I mean, you got to get 18 out.
You have a great outfield.
I mean, they must have been catching everything.
Yes.
Because they're playing slow people. The easiest play sometimes is a bunt.
Yeah,
run.
true.
Yeah,
true.
Some scrubs out
Yeah,
there.
I mean, you see it in baseball nowadays. When there's a perfect game going in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, do you start thinking about bunting to break up the perfect game or the no hitter? I would say if it's like 5-0, I think it's Bush League. But if it's like 2-3-0, it's still a ball game. I'm okay with it. I'm okay breaking it up. 800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-ESPN. Your best athletic achievement. This started from Alex Strouf's 3/4 court buzzer beater down 30 against Wrightsville.
Wrightstown.
Same thing. Somebody has one very similar to you, Alex. Greg in the 608. I missed a buzzer beater shot in my last JV game to tie the game. I became the varsity announcer the following season.
Cool.
What are you salty about?
Did you become the announcer
that
too?
you and Greg are the same?
Is that when play-by-play started?
Me and Greg are a lot alike.
800-990-3776. Strofe will get your calls. We'll also get your texts. Your biggest and best athletic achievement. Brad, take it from here.
Oh, it's getting that time of the week, guys, where I'm starting to think about, what am I going to do this upcoming weekend? It's Memorial Day weekend. I am grabbing my carbless. That's all I know. No matter what I'm doing, where I'm going to be, whether it's going to be hanging out on the patio, a little barbecue, hanging out on the lake, maybe go to a Brewers game coming up here next week when Craig Counsell comes to town. It's always a great time to grab a carbless. Carbless is my go-to drink. It's the only thing I'm drinking. That's because it's guiltless. I'm dieting. I'm working out. I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle, and carbless, it allows me to enjoy my drinks in a guiltless manner. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, less carbonation leading to less bloat, and 100 calories per can. And right now, the fruit flavors are tasting oh so good. Something about that warm weather and a cold carbless in your hands, it hits the spot. Whether you're having lemon lime, pineapple, or cranberry, or the classic cocktails like margarita, strawberry margarita, Moscow Mule, or Paloma. There are so many to choose from. If you haven't discovered why carbless is my go-to drink and why everybody else is starting to get on board too, you need to discover why less is more. Find carbless at a retailer or online near you.
And Norman, it's a fake. Great call and great execution.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I think it's clear.
Yeah, and if Doc replicates what Booty did last year, or all I'm saying
Come on, guys! His name is Coach Bud!
If he replicates
Coach Booty!
what Coach Bud
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Neutral. Vodka, seltzer, real juice. If you're wondering what makes Neutral so tasty, it's pretty simple. Using real vodka with real juice, because when good ingredients go in, great taste comes out. So cheers to that. Neutral, keep it tasty and enjoy the best time of the year, May through the summer. Neutral will be there for you. With a variety of different flavors, there's something for everyone. Neutral, vodka, seltzer, real juice.
You can drive cutting-edge design. 2024 Audis are on the lot and ready for delivery. You can save $7,500 on select Audi EVs with the AFS EV lease bonus. See dealer for details and exclusions. Eligibility is subject to credit approval through Audi Financial Services. Cannot be combined with national customer credit. Offer expires June 3rd, 2024. Stop in and test drive today. Check out their website to see their current electric vehicle inventory and their monthly specials. The search for your Audi begins at Zimbrick Audi Madison off the Beltline and Rimrock Road. Drive yours today.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Why'd the kid jump off the boat? I don't know. Why? Peer pressure.
Oh. Good one, Ned.
Ned isn't funny, but Ned owns a boat, and you don't. So every time Ned tells another one of his unfunny boat puns, you're going to laugh loud and keep on laughing until you get a boat of your own.
A pier where you put a boat.
Yeah, I get it.
And when you do get a boat of your own, make sure you save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Brakes? We can save you 15% on that.
We have OE quality Duralast brake pads and rotors in stock, ready for pickup or delivery. We also have calipers, brake fluid, tools, and anything else you'll need to do the job right. When you get Duralast pads and rotors together, you'll save 15%. It's just part of what makes us America's #1 brakes destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Prairie Athletic Club is heating things up with their exclusive hot yoga special. Hi, this is Sarah Tauscher. Step onto your mat and feel the warmth of PAC's calming studio. Let their experienced instructors guide you through a class that will leave you feeling stronger and more flexible. Don't wait. Get your 3-month unlimited hot yoga membership for only $199. Take advantage of this special offer. Stop by or visit prairieathletic.com today. Prairie Athletic Club, family fun community.
This update is sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Every Sunday home game, 9 lucky kids ages 6 to 13 will appear on the field during the national anthem. Enter a child for their chance to have their major league moment today by visiting your local participating PNC Bank. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
The knuckle curve from Josh DiMaggio, producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Struck out 13 consecutive batters in a rec league in high school in Mugwanago. Apparently, he learned it from Ben Hendrickson, who showed it on TV.
He was a closer, right?
4th to last start. 0 outs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 6 runs. He gave up 6 runs?
Who, Ben Hendrickson? I can see it. He had a little run. Or was it Jim Hendrickson? I'm thinking of maybe Jim.
All I know is that's where he got the knuckle curve. And we're hearing from all of you in KBN Nation with your best athletic achievement. Now, I did love on YouTube Brent chiming in as Brad Nortman said his fake punt versus Iowa in 2010-2011 season after they had beat Ohio State on the road, 4th and 6. Fake punt. Nortman. Let's get Sean McDonough again. Do you have that up still?
And Nortman, it's a fake. Great call and great execution.
Oh, Brad's feeling himself.
Great execution.
What'd you do when you got up?
I flipped the ball to the ref and ran off the
first
sideline.
down. You didn't do first down.
In the moment, my heart was
He's like,
beating so
I
much.
just want to get off the field.
First down, hurry up, get off, let the offense finish the game.
Brent chimes in, while the Iowa run was good, Brad's best play was the MSU punt where he got the roughing the kicker penalty to win the big championship.
I also agree. I was thinking about doing that one. That's a pivotal moment and a heck of a game. But I had to choose the moment where I was the hero, not the victim.
You were the hero as well in both of them. I was cheering. Hey, good job, Nortman.
Craig in Sussex, your biggest athletic achievement for all of KBN Nation to be impressed with. You're up.
Well, my biggest athletic achievement was probably actually more cerebral. I was in a beer league softball game. I was on second. I tagged on a fly ball, went to third. They appealed that I left early. So the pitcher stepped off the rubber, threw to second. I took off. I slid into home safe. The umpire said he's safe at second and he's safe at home. We won by 1 run, and none of my teammates knew the rule. They were like, "You can do that?"
Yeah, you're like
So,
Yelich stealing home the other day against the Marlins.
Well, not quite to that extent. But
I know.
I did get a lot of
I'm trying to hype you up.
day.
You know, I'm trying to give you a little juice for that.
I appreciate that.
800-990-3776. Our guy Jason in Madison, Ben's official bodyguard. Your boy Jason here playing defensive end. I blasted off the line. They were running a toss play, and I snatched the ball out of air, went 70 for the tutty.
Ooh. Cool. That is That's a lot. That's exhausting.
That's like Bobby Boucher and Waterboy. Bill in Milwaukee. Walk me through this one, Bill. 800-990-3776.
Yeah, I was playing for Hartford High School. I was playing varsity baseball, and they brought up a freshman catcher who had a hard time catching a curveball, and I ended up striking out 4 batters in 1 inning because the catcher would drop the third strike and the guy would run the first, and finally got out of the inning with 4 strikeouts.
Damn.
That's got to be a rare achievement. I mean, super rare.
Actually, that would be actually kind of fun in an MLB game if it was out of hand. Like, hey, purposely give me a couple drop third strikes just to get my strikeout total up.
Pump that up a little bit. I like that. It's rare air.
Good
right
for
there.
prop betting at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I just got to get to know the catchers like William Contreras. Hey, drop this one. Need a little love here. Z and the D. This must be. I'd have to venture to guess baseball related as well. Z and the D. Welcome into Kyle Bruston Norman. 800-990-3776. Your biggest athletic achievement.
Happy Wednesday! All right, it's not baseball though.
Oh, wow.
It's actually 2 different sports. We got, first one is football. When I obviously hung it up after high school, I thought I'd never play again. Then I started playing semi-pro, and I had 3 picks in 1 game. Ended the year with 7 picks in 6 games. So that was kind of rare for me, especially when I only had 2 in all of my high school career.
Cap or no
and then
cap, guys?
in high school, and then in high school, playing hockey, I decided to skate out my junior year because I was a goalie my whole life. And then during our playoff run our senior, our backup goaltender was ineligible, so I suited up. Didn't play the first game. We won in playoffs. And then the second game, the goaltender got sick, so I had to go suit up for goaltender, and I haven't played in 2 years. We played the number 3 team in state. We did lose 9-3, but I had 54 saves.
Lost 9-3 with 54 saves? Did you guys have a defense? What the hell's going on? Wait, I didn't mean to drop him there. What the hell?
That's a lot of shots.
That's a lot of shots.
What's the save percentage? It's still around 90%.
54 saves.
63 shots?
Yeah.
So that'd be 1/7. What would that be? Like 13%?
Yeah, 87%.
Something like that?
That's
yeah,
not good enough, Z and the D.
How'd you do that?
He's a CPA.
It's 1/7, right?
I'm
don't know.
not
I didn't grab
questioning
the
that.
calculator.
Yeah. What do we look like?
Yeah, 54 and 63 can both be divided by 9. So you get...
Yeah, it's 14%.
Yeah,
I was
boom.
close. So 14% got through 86% save percentage.
Yeah, not good. No, not good enough.
50-something saves?
Need 90. Nope, still need 90%.
I would have pulled my baby out to go. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby gonna get hit that many times with a puck.
Rob in Oak Creek. Let's go with this one because I'm a basketball guy and I might be calling cap here as well. Rob, you're up.
All right. Yeah, one summer back in high school, a buddy and I, we shot a lot of hoops all summer long, and we kept statistics. And there was one day where I hit 96 straight free throws and 98 out of 100.
Yeah, see, Rob, I believe you. But what happened, man? You got to 96 and then you didn't get to the 100? Because 100 was a... what are those called? Bucket list thing for me. My record is 137 in a row. I have witnesses.
Jeez.
Wow.
96 and you couldn't get to the 100? Were your knees shaking?
I don't know what went wrong. I obviously missed 2 of the last 4. And I guess you can call me a choker.
Do you remember shot number 97? Was it short or long?
I believe it was long. But
Okay.
It bounced right back to
I'm
it.
happy
wanna
it was
leave it
long.
short.
You never want to leave it short. Thank you for the call, Rob. I mean, and for all of you out there that may at Milwaukee Bucks game or wherever, if you get a chance to shoot a half-court shot for money, I think Potawatomi sponsors it at the Bucks game.
They sure do.
You can't make something that is short. At least get it there. As someone who's loves
Do you
shooting
think
the basketball.
They try to leave it short. Like, don't you think they just don't have the leg strength and
No,
the arm
I
strength?
think sometimes they think their touch is going to get it there.
Oh.
Just make sure you put some extra oomph on it, because if you leave it short, you never gave it a chance. It hit the backboard, it could hit the rim, it could go in. You can't make something that never gets there.
Yeah, I've never made 10 free throws in a row. So
You ever made 10?
hell no. My free throw shooting was like Shaq. Terrible.
You know who's made a 3/4 court shot before? Strofe.
Yeah.
Strofe.
Yeah, he's the one guy that made that
All
one.
right, to wrap this
I went
up.
0 for 2 from the free throw line
Of
in the
course.
charity basketball game a few weeks ago. It
Yeah,
happens.
you're right. Easter Seals game. Kurt in High Point, North Carolina. You're up.
Hi. Yes, I had a walk-off home run that I called in the bottom of the ninth. We only played 7 innings back in 1982, my senior year in high school baseball at Worth Park in Brookfield. And the umps had said it's the last inning going into the ninth because of darkness, and they didn't have lights then. And I was third up that inning, and I was telling my teammates, I'm going deep, don't worry about it, this game is over. And the first 2 guys made out, and the first pitch from the pitcher, because he was throwing fastballs, first pitch all game, and I was hot. I was already like 3 for 3. I hit the ball furthest I've ever hit in my life, and it was incredible.
Powerful, Kurt. Powerful. Now, I don't want to put Kurt on blast, but Kurt sounded like someone that was saying that every single game, and it finally happened.
Dang, you would put that on Kurt?
No, I'm just messing,
As
man.
long as it comes through once.
All right,
it's a story
Kyle,
to
put
tell.
a wrap to this.
I mean, obviously, my illustrious career had so many great memories. And unfortunately, my future D3 career was derailed by injuries. But honestly, one of my greatest highlights was I, in the 5th grade, had a game-winning goal in soccer. So that was fantastic. Scored the goal, remember running back. And then my junior and senior year, we lost to the evil Empire Homestead Highlanders. And so I didn't get my redemption until I was a coach, where we finally upset Homestead back in 2012. So, yeah, my stories aren't as good as you all. I'm gonna say,
the callers in Texas are better than you.
Yeah, because I didn't want to make up any stories. I played quarterback.
No pick sixes in any of your life?
I had pick sixes, but they didn't win games. This guy got a dang first down in a big game. You hit a game-winning or a game-tying shot.
And the game winner later in that game.
And Strofe was
Nice.
and Strofe was pretty basic as well. I'm not going to sit here and cap for y'all.
I'll give you 14 tries to hit a 3/4 court shot.
Who, me?
Yeah, 14 tries.
On YouTube, check out Ben Bruston High School. Hit a 3/4 1 court as well.
I wasn't talking to you.
In a varsity game.
Cool. I don't even. Was it really? Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
I don't know 3/4. I have no idea. I'm old and fat now. I haven't shot a basketball probably since
What's the advice I have for you?
Oh, don't go short.
Don't
know.
leave it short.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Throw all that body weight into it, Kyle. Yeah. Do that.
I'll be exhausted after 2 throws.
You know who's a winner every time you go see Gina Della from Pella at Pella Windows and Doors? It's you. You are the winner. When you step in, you have a career highlight for the rest of your life at Pella Windows and Doors showroom, because they have everything there, vinyl, wood, all made by Pella Windows and Doors, and they have budget options for you. You can play around with all the different doors, windows, blinds inside the windows, roll screens. This window opens this way, that way. It's literally like, what's the best way to put this? I have this image in my head of just building whatever you want. It's. Come on, help me, Brad.
What does that mean?
I'm clapping like the monkey with the
like. I mean, it's certainly completely customizable.
Yeah,
completely customizable. You can whatever you want, whatever your.
I'm gonna keep thinking on this.
Whatever your brain can imagine, Pella Windows and Doors can do, and they exceeded our expectations. We went to the showroom. They did even more than I could imagine. And you guys know I'm a numbers guy. I'm a deal guy. The deal right now is 0% interest for 48 months. That's 4 years. You get to improve the value of your house, decrease your energy bills, and do this all at no interest for 4 years, but you got to jump on it now. You have to book by May 31st. It's only 9 days away. Check out Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Gina, I think I'm still concussed, which is why I can't put words together. But I'll still buy windows from you.
Yes.
800-990-3776. More Kyle Bruston Ortman on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We love y'all.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Ben's pretty good at impersonations.
Hey, he's pretty good.
I will give him that.
Either crush him or suck at him.
He's pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, being a faker.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is.
Well,
That's what acting is.
Why can't we come together?
Yeah, you
now?
were very creative in faking it. Good job.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Hunter Vaughn. The Big Ten Women's Rowing Championships were held this weekend at Devils Lake State Park. This was the first time that Wisconsin has hosted the regatta since 2019. The Badgers finished 6th out of 8 teams, with Michigan winning the conference title. Wisconsin's best boats of the day were the 2nd Varsity 8 and 3rd Varsity 4, who both finished in 4th place. You can catch a rebroadcast of the championship this Sunday, the 26th at 9:30 a.m. on the Big Ten Network.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Ben Brust here from Kyle Brust and Nortman and tell you about the newest spike tea on the market, and that is Hoop Tea. And when I mean that it's the newest and best, it was born on the boardwalk of Ocean City, Maryland, and enjoyed now right here in Madison, Wisconsin. With flavors like an original spike tea. You have peach, you have mango, you have watermelon. Hoop Tea will make you feeling great with whatever flavor fits your profile. Hoop Tea. Enjoy the hoops on the screen and hoops in your hand. HoopTea.com. Must be 21 years or older to enjoy.
Value and savings keep on coming with quick hot savings from Quick Trip. And right now, we're cooling off with $2.49 a gallon Nature's Touch milk. All 1 gallon, 2%, 1%, and skim Nature's Touch milk, just $2.49. Looking to make that perfect movie night milkshake? Or how about making those morning waffles extra fluffy? Our fresh, straight from our dairy Nature's Touch milk is on sale and ready to hit your fridge. With quick hot savings from Quick Trip, we're here to save you some moolah.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honeys. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honeys to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honeys experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honeys.
What is a better buying experience? Well, you're minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. Jim Rutledge here. To me, a better buying experience is a personal experience. That's what Dan and his sales team have set up at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're going to have the experience that you're looking for. You're going to define what that better buying experience is for you, and they're going to get you in the vehicle that you need and that you want, whether it's new or new to you. So when you're looking for a better buying experience, go to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Could have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your heart like
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, reliving the glory days with you, KBN Nation. Alex Strouf's athletic career consisted of the biggest highlight of a three-quarter court shot down 35 in a JV game. Cap or no cap on this story?
No, I believe
it felt
it's
weird.
true. Nobody would say that they were on JV and their biggest
Why would I
accomplishment in
make
high
that
school.
up?
Why would you have 17 and be down 35? Was this like 190?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. No,
And
we
Ricetown's not
probably
that
had
good, are
50. No, they were pretty good when I was in high school.
There's like 100 people in each of these schools.
Yeah, there's small schools. They were good though.
Brad, you have questions?
Can I ask something?
Yeah,
You
of
guys keep
course.
on saying like cap on this. What does that mean?
Oh, God.
No way.
You sent it to the caller, and I was like, I don't get it.
Cap or no cap?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Cap, like, yeah,
You're
you
lying.
lying.
You're lying.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, come on, bro.
No, I've never heard that.
You've read it somewhere.
No.
Stop
I
the
haven't.
cap.
Yeah, stop lying.
You're capping.
You capping.
I've never heard that.
You've never seen emojis where somebody puts the cap whenever somebody says something? You've never seen that before?
You know, now that you say that, I've seen that, but I was just like,
there it is.
That's
Yep.
a strange emoji.
That is wild.
A baseball cap. Why
Yeah.
is that
I
here?
don't, I don't, he's not wearing any cap.
So when you told your agent you had some teams reach out to you and he sent you the cap, what did you think?
That's mean, Kyle.
That's just, yeah, that
Brad's
that
career
cuts
highlight
real
was
deep,
not-
Kyle. I would expect that out of Ben, but not from you.
I'm just kidding. You know I enjoy
What do you mean you expect that out of me? You know what? I wish I would have said it. You're right, Kyle.
I admire his
dang.
career. I used to cheer for both of you, but I cheer for Brad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when Brad did the
I
fake
cheered for
punt,
both of you, but I really like cheering for Brad.
When
Yeah.
Brad got drafted, I celebrated. I literally
Oh, wow.
celebrated. I was like, "Hey, my boy Nortman."
I appreciate that. Although all your Whitefish Bay buddies still hate me, though.
Oh, they still don't like you. Yes.
yeah, me and Drew Herma.
Yeah, actually, I'm shocked Mark actually called in because he doesn't like you either.
800-990-3776. Cap or no cap? We'll have to figure it out for Matt in Greendale on his hockey goals.
Hey, guys, you hear me?
Yeah, got you loud and clear.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, first of all, congratulations on the award. I think that's really cool.
Hey, we appreciate it.
So my first year Pee Wee, which is like 11 years old in hockey, he was playing down in Kenosha. We were down 4 goals with less than a minute left in the game. I scored 3 goals, and we were shorthanded the entire time. Shorthanded. I scored 3 goals in 19 seconds, and then scored another goal to tie it. We went into overtime, and we lost the game. But my coach, whatever, 11 years old doesn't matter. But my coach, then he tried to get me in the Guinness Book of World Records for it.
Did you get in?
They didn't have a record. No, they didn't have a record for it. They didn't have a shorthanded. All they had was regular strength was the only thing that they would allow, and the record was 13 goals or 13 seconds.
Were you
So I didn't
were
get
you
in.
an early puberty guy? I mean, because 3 goals in 19 seconds shorthanded is literally winning the faceoff, going around everyone scoring ASAP.
Exactly right. Yeah, no, and I was not. I actually was my freshman year of high school. I was the opposite of that. No, I was not. I was not a little. But I know what you're getting at. But I was not that.
Yeah.
way.
Well, congrats on eventually hitting puberty there, Matt. We love you.
That's impressive.
It really is.
That's a lot of goals.
But cap or no cap? I mean, come on, Matt. 3 goals in 19 seconds in Pee Wee.
No, here, listen.
Like it was. If he could score 3 goals in 19 seconds and it was only 4-0. Like how he wasn't scoring earlier?
He wasn't unleashed. I would never forget Corey Lucius, who's very famous around here. I'd never forget. We played basketball together in middle school. He played for his lowly friends for the middle school team. We were down 6 points with less than 50 seconds left, and this man took over the game. I'm like, oh, this dude's amazing. He's incredible. So I believe it. You could do something like that where somebody can tie a game up or take the lead like that, and they're really that talented.
Are Matt and Greendale and Corey Lucius the same person?
Yeah. Well, did Matt go to Michigan State? I don't know.
Oh, man. Corey Lucius ended up going to Michigan State. I think I might have played against him. Don't remember.
He transferred to Iowa State.
That's
by the time
right.
You got
That's
there.
right. 800-990-3776. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We're going to go to Kyle Wallace's brain here because he has a strong take about the wide receiver room. And I look forward to hearing the Packer backer break down what he thinks doesn't need to have a number 1 pass catcher to win a Super Bowl. That's next in 2 minutes. Kyle Brust and Nortman. Don't go anywhere.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, this is Craig Karmans, and join Kyle Wallace and me every Sunday morning for Sunday Karma on a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Road America. Or should I say Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin's Road America. The NTT IndyCar Series is coming June 6th through the 9th. Get your tickets today and check out the full season schedule at roadamerica.com. Down in Miami last night, the Brewers knocked off the Marlins 7-5 in a seesaw type affair. Milwaukee will look to continue their winning ways in the rubber match tonight. First pitch scheduled for 5:40. Freddie Peralta going to get the ball for the Crew. Then up in Green Bay, the Packers OTAs are in full swing, and the biggest topic is, of course, the contract of one Jordan Love. Here's the Packers quarterback on how he plans on balancing the risk of injury until a new contract is official.
I mean, I think part of the game we play is there's always injuries, there's always risk of that. So I believe in God, and God has a plan for all of us. It's not anything I worry about. That's one of those things you can't control. So I just try and control what I control. I'm a competitor. You always got to play that fine line of being smart, sliding, trying to avoid hits. But at the same time, I'm a competitor. I'm going to try and go out there and get what I can. And sometimes I feel like I'm going to get some extra yards out of it. I'm going to take that chance sometimes. But it comes down to just being a competitor.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nordman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, it turns out Matt in Greendale chimes in on the ESPN Wisconsin Talking Text line. He did end up going D1 college and played pro hockey, to answer my question.
Whoa, look at that. He told you to shut up.
Yeah, he sure did.
Let him know, Matt. See, up to Matt, be talented.
No cap.
No cap on that.
Hey!
He ain't capping.
There you go. He ain't
capping.
Hey, no cap.
He ain't capping.
He ain't capping. No cap.
I like that, Brad. That's good.
Brad, do you know what Riz is?
That's a young word.
Well, no, I only know because you told me like 2 weeks ago,
even if the audience doesn't know, I think this could be educational because, like Brad, you had heard of cap or no cap before, right? Or
no, I've literally only seen emojis, and I thought that is a really strange emoji choice for what I've seen. So no, I never even heard of that.
So the term Riz.
So I only know what this is because Kyle told it to me like 3 weeks ago. You might not even remember that.
I barely remember what Riz means.
You know what?
Game.
Yeah, it's game. Yeah,
I actually have an idea here, and I'm going to need KBN Nation to help us. I want to know if we know what parents' kids know, right? Like we talk to, like I want to know if parents have questions about what their kids are talking about at school, and if we even know, because we have a Gen Z and Alex Strofe. Like I feel like we're an eclectic group. We might be able to help. So 800-990-3776. If you have a phrase or term that your child is using at home that you want to know what it is, we're here to help.
I like that.
Because you don't know Riz. You didn't know Riz.
I didn't know that. But no, I
There's
didn't know that.
some Gen Z and Gen Alpha terms that I recently
What's Gen Alpha?
Those are the, I think they're teenagers now. I think Gen Alpha starts like 2012,
I think
like that.
Gen Alpha is way too big of a compliment to give a generation that hasn't done anything
Alpha?
yet. Alpha's
no
strong. Chance. They better. That's like the coolest name
I think they're
since the greatest generation.
I would love to be Gen Alpha.
More like Gen Beta, am I right?
Hey, nailed it.
Well, the first generation to be fully born, I believe, in the new century.
So why was Alpha chosen?
I don't care
because they're the first generation Alpha, the first of this millennium.
Yeah, but why not Generation 1?
What do you mean they don't deserve it? That's what they are. They are.
Just Gen 1. Not Gen Alpha, Gen 1.
Yeah.
These Gen Alphas, they're probably saying some stuff we don't know.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I didn't know what Riz meant for a while.
Oh, since we've mentioned it, can somebody please describe Riz?
Yeah, go ahead, Strophy. Go ahead, explain it from a Gen Z
Ben Brust,
perspective.
Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, and Alex Strofe running the show.
Oh, we got the music.
Oh, the football music for Riz.
All right, now he must got some Riz.
So Riz is short for the word charisma.
That's right.
But it is used more in a sense of your ability to pick up a love interest. Right? So if you are to really capture the heart of somebody you're interested in with smooth talking, which I'm very familiar with, might I add.
Oh, God.
You've got Riz. Charisma. I'm a Riz Lord. Riz God, some would say.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you guys won't know this reference because you haven't seen Back to the Future.
Hey, Chips Rips, I definitely do have Riz. Thank you very much.
You guys won't get this reference, but in Back to the Future...
He says I don't have Riz on the YouTube chat. It's mean.
I'm feeling like this is a moment where I feel very aged out. And I always felt like there was a moment in Back to the Future where the main character goes back in time, keeps on saying, this is heavy, this is heavy. And back then he's like, why do you keep on saying heavy? Is the gravitational pull so much more in the 80s? That's what I feel like. That is exactly what I feel like. And I looked up 90s, early 2000s, exactly when we were in high school. Do you guys remember things like, trying to find good ones. Like owned, I own you. Remember that? That's when that
Those
sort of
were
like,
terms that like parents didn't understand that we talked about.
How about bling?
Bling,
Yeah,
bling,
bling.
Every time I come around the city, bling, bling. That became a word in the dictionary.
Chef Ed chimes in, when he was in high school, there was jocks, nerds, and stoners. It's evolved.
What are they now?
I don't know.
How about
Pretty much the same.
Probably.
How about member saying bounce? I'm gonna bounce.
About to bounce, biggity
About to
biggity
bounce.
bounce. I'm out of here.
You hear that? You're like,
Biggity
what?
biggity bounce.
Yeah, it take me back to high school.
I mean, it was from the song Holiday Inn. Remember what you doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn, because it was for Shizzle. Like that's when that
wow. Say that again.
For Shizzle.
That's how Snoop Dogg
That
says
sounds
it.
like me,
For
man.
shizzle.
For Shizzle Dizzle.
How about the term noob? That was a good one.
Noob's a good one.
Noob was a good
I
one.
think that's
Call of
still
Duty.
that still is universal.
If you would have said that, parents at that time would have been like, I don't know what that means.
Colin Duff is calling you the Risley Bear of the show.
The Risley Bear.
I like that one. He didn't call you that one specifically. See, I don't know if Ron's messing with me, but I don't know if these are things that his daughter...
Like what?
Sigma?
Sigma. What does that mean?
Stop.
Okay.
Thank you. Thankful we have at least one
Is that-
Gen Z here.
I didn't
to
say
keep
anything
us-
bad, did I? But I could potentially...
No, but the follow-up will be.
Oh, it will be. Sigmas are fraternity people.
I did know Kyle Wallace was driving behind me on the way to work because you had your Alpha blank Alpha.
Brad,
Alpha Phi Alpha.
I just want to throw a few at you. Do you know what a simp is?
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
I think from context clues, it's like someone that's like simple, like basic. That's what I would guess.
No.
That's not it?
Simping. It's somebody who's simping on a girl. Like, you just do too much for them. Like, you're soft. You know? You're
soft,
a beta.
you're head over heels.
Yeah.
I've
stop
never
acting
heard
like
that.
a simp.
Simp. I like my simp better.
How about-
Look at your simp, man.
Brad, do you know what a stan is?
A stan. All these terms sound like they're just basic.
No.
I
I mean, on
Stan.
Twitter, like, Jordan Love's Stan account. Giannis
You're
Stan.
giving him context clues now. Stop.
Well, stan in those references sounds like fan. So they're like a fan? A fan? Is that like another word for like someone that like you're...
Extreme.
Yeah,
Like
you're a super fan, essentially.
Yeah,
Oh,
super fan.
super
Almost
fan.
obsessive.
Yeah.
Huh.
How about
Any Brad Nortman Stans out there?
Not that I know of.
Lexi?
Hey, Lexi. All I need one.
How about sus?
Oh.
Yeah, this is like it's like R sketchy, right? Like suspect.
Yeah.
Suspect,
Yeah. You real sus.
I've heard that one. How about like
Any others back there in the brain trust of the producer room of ESPN Wisconsin?
I've heard mid before.
I like mid.
I've heard mid before.
Mid-
Somebody
mid
told
is a
me
good one.
Drake was mid today.
You know what's another overused one? Is like when you call like your
Jesse
friend
Nelson is the most mid producer of all time.
group, when you call your friend group fam. Hey, what's up, fam?
Yeah,
That
I
was,
do
I
that.
don't know.
Are you trying to be cool now?
No, I'm just telling you ones I know.
I heard that in the locker room. What up, fam?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm part of the fam.
Strophe, you cooking something up back there?
I think that's all I got.
All right, there it is. We can get now to Kyle's thoughts about the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe taking you through what were terms back in our day, these Gen Zs, and we believe that Gen Alphas do not deserve to be called Gen Alphas. I believe they should be called Gen 1 because Alpha is too strong.
You got to earn that. You got to earn Alpha.
I agree.
2010 through 2025, by the way, so Gen Alphas are not done being born.
So your daughter is a Gen Alpha, Ben?
Your daughter is a Gen Alpha.
How do you feel about that? She is wearing that title.
She deserves it.
She's been alive for a
She
few months.
deserves it. She is wonderful. She is a Gen Alpha amazing.
This is the exact reason why Gen Alpha is going to be doomed because look,
What?
he was all against.
Because I love my child.
Exactly. You're all against. You got to earn that. They should be 1. They shouldn't be alphas. And,
Gen 1.
Wait a minute.
My baby's a Gen Alpha.
She is an alpha. She's wonderful. And that is the problem right there. They just switched up that
I
quick.
have the problem.
Yeah, you are the problem. You and the rest of the millennials that have these Gen Alphas and the, maybe Gen Xers who won't stop doing what they're not supposed to be doing. That's the problem.
I'm the problem.
That is so well said, Kyle.
Yeah, it's switched up like that.
Brad, is your Here, Brad Out have anything to do with sports?
Yes.
All right, good. We need to talk a little sports. Just for my own sake.
Okay, hold on. I have this one from Jackson and Eau Claire.
Okay.
Got a few more for Brad.
Okay.
On fleek.
Oh, that's an old one.
I've heard this one.
I've heard
this one. I think it. I just think it means like really good.
Yeah,
right?
on point.
On point. Dialed in.
On fleek.
It's more of like a, I would say it's more
fashion.
of a stylistic thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo,
Brad,
eyebrows
you
on
are
fleek.
never on fleek.
What?
You wear sweatpants and free clothes all day.
Yeah, but that I can still be on fleek with that, right? Or is it only like
nah.
really
Yes, he goes ahead.
Yeah, and you really
like dressed up?
It's more of a feminine type thing as well.
okay.
So
So I
like
wanna
you
be
being
on
on
fleek.
fleek probably isn't like. There probably people say my hair's on fleek sometimes. It's not on fleek now, but
Oh, okay.
Bay.
I cannot stand that one. That one sounds so
It's just
lame
a soft
and
version of
cheesy.
Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that. I've never gotten that one.
do you remember Badonkadonk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That one's unforgettable.
Y'all know what a Badonkadonk is.
Of course I know what a badonkadonk
Right,
is.
now-
I don't have one.
You do not.
You do not have
You
a
do not.
badonkadonk.
We should come back with that song. But
You don't even have a donk.
How about Honky Tonk Badonkadonk?
Got a donk.
That's the song I was thinking of. What song is he referring to?
Badonkadonk is a twisted song, but got a donk is a got a donk. Got a donk, Soldier Boy.
Well, I don't know if you guys have been to Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee, but you haven't. You're missing out. If it doesn't live up to the hype, you're just a simp. Hey, how'd I do?
That's pretty good.
Potawatomi Sportsbook has dozens of self-service kiosks, seating for over 200. Their new restaurant dubbed The Kitchen. Whew, it's great. A full bar, VIP deck, a broadcast booth where we'll be doing a lot of shows from, and a 2,000 square foot video wall. So Madison, Milwaukee, Eau Claire, who we're talking to, anyone in Wisconsin, or even someone we talked to in North Carolina. When you fly back, you know where to go. Potawatomi Sportsbook, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, paysbig.com. They have free parking. If you're in a rush, 20-minute reserve to go place that sports bet. The place is awesome. I love it. You'll love it. Paysbig.com, Potawatomi Sportsbook. Whew. A new era of sports betting is here. We hear from our punter, Brad Nortman, and hear Brad out next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
You should be happy Pac-Man Jones had this on his headphones, or he definitely would have pulled it up on you.
I think Pac-Man's lucky I didn't have this on my headphones.
Oh, you right.
I would have been.
Right.
I'm really feeling swaggy and confident.
You say, yeah, you're in my space. What you gonna do?
Because even just hearing the song, like, for those who on the YouTube, they can see I'm bobbing my head right now. Like, this is like, okay.
Go ahead, say ski.
Ski.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. It's been over 4.5 years I've worked with Zimbrick European, and it's time for you to stop on by and check out all the inventory they have to offer. You can also go to ZimbrickEuropean.com for certified pre-owns, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, electric vehicles. They literally have it all for you. It's your one-stop shop. Don't forget about Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans as well. Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Check it out. You will enjoy it.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison.
This is going to be a summer like no other at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. We're giving away over $300,000 in cash and prizes in just 3 months in our Golden Summer Series. There's so much happening May through July. We're talking rollover jackpots, promo kiosk rewards, hot seat drawings, pick a prize, hot ticket drawings, and more. It all adds up to over $300,000 in cash and prizes, including grand prizes of $5,000, $10,000, and the chance for something even bigger. The Golden Summer Series means more ways to win at
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The Children's Theater of Madison is hosting Taste of Broadway at the Sylvie on June 1st. Jim Rutledge here for one night only. Enjoy a dinner theater experience for the whole family right here in Madison. Enjoy popular Broadway songs from shows like Beauty and the Beast, Hamilton, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, and many more. All proceeds will benefit the Children's Theater of Madison and help them carry out their artistic, education, and access programs. Choose the ticket package right for you and your family at ctmtheater.org. That's ctmtheater.org.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
Join ESPN Madison in supporting the American Stroke Association's 2024 Cycle Nation event on Wednesday, May 22nd at the Sylvie. Cycle Nation isn't just a cycling event, it's a movement empowering healthy lifestyles while funding vital research to eradicate stroke and heart disease. Form a team and make a difference. Don't ride? No problem. Come out and cheer on the riders as they save lives with each push of the pedal. Visit cyclenation.org/Madison for more details and to donate. And don't forget to join Rutledge and Hamilton at the Sylvie on Wednesday, May 22nd. We'll see you there.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Boy, it ain't his fault. It's so hard not to stare at that honky-tonk.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks dives deep into Bucks in 6, a culture unknowingly created by former Bucks star Brandon Jennings, friend of the show. Take a look inside of the Brandon Jennings story, the origin of Bucks in 6, and how it became a rallying cry, and what it truly means to Jennings and the Bucks fans alike. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and wherever you get your podcast. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher.
He's Brad Nortman. I'm Ben Brust. Kyle Wallace, Packer backer with us, and then
But don't. This is the one I
Anthony
love.
Edwards famously said, "Bring your ass to Minnesota." Unfortunately, Strofe wouldn't be able to do so because he does not have one.
Ha ha.
Boom roasted. I'm Jesse Nelson right now. That was such a bad joke.
That must be rough, though. Like, when you sit down, all you feel is bone. Bone on bone, man.
Bone on seat.
I appreciate a good cushion.
Yeah, I'm thick.
I'm sure you do.
I'm sitting on one right now. I feel good.
Wait, do you bring like your own cushion to work?
He should.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Well, old people do it for sure.
Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend right now does. She's got a medical issue going on.
But don't the chairs have cushions in them?
Be more like Brad.
Baby, I love you.
I bet she loved that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Right. She got a medical condition right now.
Be more like Brad.
Maybe I should, baby. It's time to hear Brad out.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
When you said it, raising awareness that punters are people too, was that Rich Eisen?
Yes.
He was literally laughing at you when you said that. I hear him like subtly laughing.
His phrase.
Yeah, he's the punters are people too guy.
It's his thing.
So
I'm
I was
an idiot.
leaning into it.
All right, shut up, Ben.
The shirt that Brad wears is a Rich Eisen shirt.
Well, I'm an idiot. I'm going to shut up and hear Brad out.
All right, guys. MLB, baseball rain delays, those should be banned. I am sick of these baseball games, even before the game even starts, of calling it because of rain. I want to see baseball in the rain. Not torrential downpours or lightning, but rain. Let the boys play. The fact that they don't, and they call the game because of rain, it reflects a bit of softness in baseball.
Wow.
Soccer and golf, which is like allegedly the more like soft sports that people say, you're soft, you play soccer, you play golf. They play in the rain. They famously play golf and soccer in the rain. And I looked up the reasons, why don't baseball players play in the rain? You know what the only two reasons are? One is field conditions. So basically, the guys with the tarps, don't get me started with the guys on the tarps running out there, we got to protect the field, we got to protect the field. You're playing on grass, you're playing on dirt. That is what it's there for. So field conditions and that, quote, it makes the game more challenging. Well, yeah, anytime you play in conditions, it's going to make the game more challenging. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it interesting. You play football, you play soccer, you play golf in the rain. I want to see how these pros react. Catching a fly ball in the rain, I want to see that. Trying to pitch or throw in the rain, I want to see that. Batting, better hold on to that bat. I want to see that in the rain. The fact that we make sure that, you know what, it's got to be perfect conditions for baseball. I'm over that. I want to see games played in the rain. Pat Murphy and the Milwaukee Brewers are trying to bring a toughness, a fierceness to the city of Milwaukee in Major League Baseball. They're holding the Brewers back by not leaning into these guys being able to be tough and play in the gosh darn rain. No more rain delays for baseball. Play through the rain.
You usually lead us off, Kyle.
I like it. I absolutely like it. I'm so sick of rain delays when it comes to baseball because all it does is trickle down to youth sport, and then they poison the youth and think that you can't play baseball in the rain. Playing in the rain isn't fun for football, but other sports play in the rain, as you said, Brad. They don't cancel football because of the rain. They don't cancel soccer because of the rain. They only do it in baseball because that's what they do on a high level. These guys should be playing in the rain. There shouldn't be any rain outs unless, obviously, like you said, a downpour of rain. But other than that, there's no reason not to play in the rain. And here's the kicker, Brad, is that when it's a sprinkle and they're trying to get the game in so it's an official game, guess what they do? They'll play in the rain.
Play right through.
So it's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm right there with you. And I don't understand why anybody doesn't have a dome anyways in baseball now. But yes, playing in the rain, I'm with you, Brad. This is a good hear Brad out.
I forgot who
Kyle.
said it, but everyone says these teams, they all have the money for retractable. I think it was Ashton Rotman, executive producer of 94.5 ESPN. He said all these teams have monies for retractable roofs. Why don't they have retractable roofs, right? Well, invest in it. I'm for that. I'm not for playing in the damn rain.
Come on.
Rain delays suck. Yes.
Toughen up.
No, I don't want in pouring rain the pitchers to not be able to grip the ball and it not be able to have full command.
Football players do it. Matter of fact,
yeah.
And guess what they can do? Guess what they can do? And we've seen a game where they just run the damn ball all game long. The Bills and the Patriots, I think they combined for like 6 passes a year or two ago.
Yeah, but you still
they have other options. If you're a pitcher and you need to pitch the baseball and it's pouring rain, you can't get your hand wet. There's player safeties issues. The ball could go going at the guy's head.
Safety.
Yeah,
Come
sorry
on.
that you wear the brand of the NFL that doesn't actually care about player safety, and I do.
That is true. Listen,
it's a stupid idea.
These are professional athletes.
I love the built-in double headers that you get even from the day that you feel bad that there's a rain delay.
Oh, no, I can't stand those. That's too much
What do we
baseball.
care anyways? We have a
game.
retractable roof here at American Family Field.
And
That's
they still
everything
have
we
a
need.
tarp there for some reason.
Yeah, and it's outstanding that we do, but there's so many games that the Brewers play on the road, and I'm looking forward to the Brewer game, and rain delay, sorry.
You know, I would expect this type of answer from somebody who is more than willing to assign their beautiful baby as Generation Alpha because it makes them feel good. I would expect this from somebody like you, Ben.
Stop making it about Generation Alpha.
I'm just saying. I mean, somebody with that energy that you have, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody should get a title. Just
Everyone
because
gets
they're
a trophy.
here.
What do you mean? I want the game to be played at a high level. I don't want it to be a slop fest.
Oh, don't have to overcome obstacles. Let me make sure your juice is open for you. Let me make sure the baseball players don't have to struggle whatsoever.
Pretty soon it's going to be, if it's below 50, it's just too cold.
Oh,
it's too
no,
cold.
no baseball
You're not going to be able
games.
to feel your hands. We're just not going to play. We're just going to wait till it's 70 and sunny and perfect temperature out there.
You know what? For Brad's Hear Brad Out experiment, I hope somebody does it. And I hope you watch the game. You're like, this is horrible. My take is horrible. Ben, I apologize. You were wrong. Or you were right. I was wrong.
No, I'm going to be thrilled. That's going to be so entertaining. It'll separate the boys from the men. I want to see who can grip a baseball and still throw it 100 down the plate in the pouring rain.
So pouring rain, sideways winds.
Well, okay, maybe not that much, but if it's just like if it's a gentle rain, they're like,
They should play
get the
in
tarp
the rain. They should play in the rain. It's literally about the field. It's not about players.
No other.
Greg chimes in. Hey, Newman, which I love that he calls you that still. What would you say when a guy gets hit in the head with a pitch? Come on,
They
dude.
do that already.
No, they don't. There's control over it.
That's not true. People get hit in the head.
You still can, but it's going to
a Brewers player who got hit in the face just a couple weeks ago. The minors.
And why do we want more of that to happen in the rain?
You're taking the drastic.
No,
Take your base.
It's literally real.
Take your base.
Take
That's why you wear a
your
helmet.
base. You ran off the field every chance you could when you were a punter in the NFL because you didn't want to be out there too long without getting smacked by somebody.
I wasn't making baseball money. These guys in the MLB, they make
so
some
it's
cash.
jealousy is what it is.
Yeah. I want to see that. I want to see these professional athletes play in a little bit of tough conditions.
You said you wanted Rob Demovsky of ESPN, who used to hear the Hear Brad Outs. We'd give him a little synopsis of it and get his opinion. I think he's going to say you're stupid. And I look forward
Synopsis?
Synopsis?
Yeah, I heard him say it. I just let it go. You know, he's concussed. He ain't his brain
synapses
ain't
are not working as they should.
He had a brain injury.
Well said, Brad. Well said.
Boom, roasted. Got me. Rob Demovsky is going to join us next. But speaking of old, Rob Demovsky, he's of the age of the enjoying the American Family Championship guys in their prime. Huh? Am I right?
Yeah, that's very true. I'm glad your brain's working for that. And you, just like everybody else, should watch PGA Tour champions, including tournament host and defending champion Steve Stricker at the American Family Insurance Championship as it comes back to the University Ridge Golf Course coming up here in a couple weeks, Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. It's going to be a great weekend of fun. It'll start with 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday night with a June 7th concert at Breeze Stevens Field. And here's the thing. The proceeds will support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Families Children's Hospital. What a great cause. So make sure you get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com. That is amfamchampionship.com for a great weekend of golf, a great weekend of entertainment and music and fun at the American Family Insurance Championship. amfamchampionship.com.
Rob Demovsky of ESPN is going to join us next. He had some conversation with Jordan Love in the locker room yesterday. We'll get his insights and get his input on Hear Brad Out today, which stunk in my opinion. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump. When it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on to my own. That's
what she said. Thanks so much, Old T.
She pumps and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, move
That's
on.
what she said.
Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
Well,
he's still fixated on Lola Bunny.
No, I don't
earlier.
think she says that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Summer's coming quick. You better celebrate it right with my friends from Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, and award-winning spirits made locally in Door County. Talk about classic. How about that green bottle of gin? The multiple-time award-winning single malt whiskey. And when it comes to Door County, you can't leave out the cherry-flavored vodka. Find them all at a retailer near you or check out their website with a huge list of unique cocktail recipes at DoorCountyDistillery.com. That's DoorCountyDistillery.com.
Hey, Drew Scott here, and I'm Jonathan Scott, reminding you that life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. They can help you get just the right protection at just the right price and help you save when you bundle home and auto. Kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It'll be just right for you. We love a custom build. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
We're David and Greg Figueroa, founders of Melinda's Hot Sauce. If we were a big corporate brand, we might hire a voice actor. But we're not, so we'll just tell you about our 41 unique flavors of Kraft Hot Sauce. Dude, we can talk about the way we balance heat with the fresh flavor of real ingredients. Wow, nice. Set your mouth on flavor with Melinda's Hot Sauces. Find them at your local retailer or online at melindas.com. That's melindas.com.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, sponsored by Bud Light on ESPN Wisconsin and Wisconsin On Demand. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Great bump back for Rob Demovsky of ESPN. All energy, all the time. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stroh running the show. And get us on YouTube at ESPN Madison, at ESPN Milwaukee. But I'm excited to hear from Rob Demovsky. Maybe, just maybe, you heard him ask a couple questions to Jordan Love yesterday, and it made the rounds on Twitter and on our show. John Anderson was very quick to call out your question to Jordan Love, Rob, yesterday. Welcome into Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. How are you?
I'm good, Ben. Which question was that?
As we were discussing Jordan Love's impending contract, it was just the follow-up about how comfortable he would be heading into next season under his current deal.
Oh, yeah. I asked him, is there any chance you'd play under this deal? And, I mean, there's no reason he would, right? I mean, this contract that he has now is only going to pay him $11 million in 2024. And, I mean, it would be malpractice on his representation part to allow the client to play for that kind of money this year.
So I do want to ask you, right, because you were there. Obviously, there's a tone and body language, and there could be an overlooking it. It could be an underlooking it. He, to me, was a little bit different, right? Because this is a new situation for him. Yeah. Did you feel as if it was an exchange where you felt confident that they were going to get something done soon?
Yeah, soon-ish. I doubt anything happens before, like, the night before training camp. Like, to me, that's probably, like, the earliest possible time that it gets done, which is fine. Like, the second deadline would then be the day before the first preseason game, and the ultimate deadline would be, the day before the regular season. I got the sense that Jordan, first of all, didn't really want to talk about it because he's not comfortable talking about this because he's never been in this situation before. I also got the sense that he was like, you know what, I'm not that worried about it right now. This is where I want to be.
Preach.
Look, I'm wearing the red jersey. I'm not going to, the chances of him getting hurt wearing the red jersey, the non-contact jersey, are slim. I mean, sure, you could always take a bad step and tear your ACL. That obviously.
Knock on that wood now, Rob.
Right, I am knocking. But I don't think that there's great concern on his part right now. Now let's, on July 25th or whatever the eve of training camp is, let's talk again.
I'm surprised to hear it might happen that late. I figured for sure it would happen this summer, and I'd be surprised if he entered training camp without a deal. So what do you think would be something that Jordan Love would realistically sit out of if a deal isn't made up to that point? Is it training camp in total? Is it the preseason games? I mean, if he gets to week one, he's holding out, right?
Yeah, I think the first starting point, Brad, is that you don't play in a game, right? A preseason game. You don't play where you can get hit. If for some reason they don't have a deal before the first preseason game, then you can't put him out there if you're his people. Now at that point, does it become like, all right, this is a holdout, a hold in, whatever you want to call these things now? I don't think we're going to get to that point. I really don't. But I don't think we're there yet in terms of a contract. The other thing too, from a bookkeeping standpoint, there's some things that aren't coming off the books until after June 1, most notably the Devondre Campbell money will right now it's all sitting on this year's cap, all the dead money, but after June 1, the rest, one part of it goes on this year's cap and the remaining parts go on next year. So really after June 1, they're going to see an increase in their available salary cap space.
Rob, what do you think everybody's waiting for? Like, in the sense of Jordan Love, is Jordan Love waiting for that Tua contract to come, Dak contract? Is no one wants to be the next guy? What is it?
Well, Kyle, that's a great point. Like, it's right now, it's somewhat of a staring contest between, Tua and Jordan Love, and perhaps Dak Prescott's in that conversation also. Although I think his is a little different situation because he's not, he's obviously not still on his rookie deal. I do think there's a little bit of a game of chicken going on, between those two guys. I actually should have looked this up, but I wonder, and I can probably do this while we're talking. I wonder if they don't have the same agent. I don't think. David Mulugheta is Jordan Love's agent. Let's see. Drew Rosenhaus is Tua's agent. So no, it would be really weird if they had the same agent, right? Which we've seen in coaching stuff. Like, I mean, agents have had multiple head coaches interviewing for the same job. There was a point this year where Mike McCarthy, Mike Pettin, Joe Philbin all had the same agents. They were the three, the head coach and coordinators. So it's a weird deal that's not going to play in this situation.
Talk with Rob Domofsky here on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. Rob, we get into OTAs and you see all these, quotes every year. This guy is in the best shape of their life, and this person made this jump. Like, are there any tangible storylines that you're genuinely shocked by, and not just like, oh, here we go again? I'm just putting out content for OTAs.
I once had an editor who said, I'm barring all of you guys from writing stories about this guy being in the best shape of his life or that guy being in the best shape of their life, because that's like, who isn't? It's sort of like, I remember last year talking to my editor about the defense, and I said, the Jair and Russell Douglas say they're going to be a more aggressive defense, and my editor said, when's the last time anybody said they were going to be less aggressive on defense? And I said, good point. And sure enough, we saw what happened with Joe Barry's defense. But look, I do think that there's a few interesting things, that always come out of the OTAs. One, there's always injuries that you didn't know about. And certainly we had that yesterday with Zach Tom and Tucker Kraft both having torn pecs, which I think is interesting because they both happened while lifting in the facility. And as we know, there's a new strength and conditioning staff.
I was concerned about that.
A little bit of a red flag there.
Written down in my notes.
All right, read your note real quick.
It is strange.
No, here it is. Should we be concerned with new strength and conditioning coach in torn pecs? Kraft injury is a blow to chemistry.
Matt LaFleur had one too,
Matt
right?
LaFleur,
Matt LaFleur,
and he was probably working out with him too.
Valid question, Kyle. And then, there's also interesting things at this time of year to see where guys line up. Like, for example, Jordan Morgan told us during rookie minicamp, I'm a left tackle. I've only played left tackle. I want to play left tackle. Well, where's the first spot we saw him line up yesterday? Right tackle. Yep. Now, he did move over and play some left tackle, obviously with Zach Tom's injury. You can't really, he's not in there. You can't really make a whole lot out of that now because the injury shuffles guys around. But I do think at this time of the year, there's always those types of things that are interesting to watch. And, of course, to me, one of the biggest things that I wanted to know is what did Christian Watson find out about his hamstring injury? And I did tweet, and I think we all tweeted a little bit about what he said yesterday. I'll have a further story on that later, either tomorrow or Friday on ESPN.com. But the things that he found out, what's causing his hamstring injuries, he went to Ben's alma mater and got the once over from the incredible medical staff there, and they found a huge difference in the muscle mass and strength in each of his legs. The left one being much stronger than the right one having the hamstring injuries. He said it was around 20% difference in symmetry, and right now he's at about 10%, and the idea is to get it down to about 6%. No one apparently ever has both sides of their body, whether it's arms, legs, whatever, exactly the same, but they are working toward that and believe that could be what solves his hamstring problems. I think that's really interesting. He looked great yesterday running routes, but so what? I'm more interested in whether they have this thing figured out.
Rob, before I get to my hear Brad out, because I always love hearing your
horrible.
opinion. No, it's such a good one.
Don't set him up like that.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and ask.
Go ahead and ask him.
Can I say one thing first before we get to hear Brad out?
Please.
I'm gonna make a confession that sometimes during this past season I would listen to the Hear Brad Out segment so that I could think about whether I wanted to agree with Brad or not. Today I did not. So I cheated a little bit during the season. Today I have no idea what to hear Brad.
Honest man, Rob Domofsky.
I appreciate that. I always appreciate being prepared, so I don't blame you 1 second for it. But this today was, Rob, I'm sick of these rain delays with baseball. MLB rain delays should be banned. Let the boys play in the rain. Soccer, golf, the soft quote-unquote sports, they play through rain. I'm not talking about torrential downpours or lightning.
Yeah.
But darn it, baseball is played outside, play in the rain. I'm not concerned about the field.
He's also not concerned about batters' heads.
They're fine. They wear a helmet. Let the boys play in the rain. I'd be entertained by it. I'm sick of postponed games. I think it'd be an entertaining product.
Boy, I don't know that I can agree with you on this one.
Oh, come on, Rob. You want to agree.
And here's why, Brad. Like, they play so many games that, like, if you rain out one or two, what's the big deal, right? And you don't make – I mean, I know they try to make all of them up. But, like, first of all, golf plays in some rain, but once the course becomes unplayable, you can't play. And soccer, I mean, I've never watched an entire soccer game in my life, let alone one in the rain, so I can't speak to that. I don't like lightning. So obviously, if you have lightning, you're canceling it. But yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, Rob, I appreciate your insights. I wasn't going to say this if you would have agreed with me, but Christian Watson went to my alma mater as well. I went to Wisconsin.
Yeah, you're right.
Not as memorable, am I right?
Yeah.
I got to admit, I watched more college basketball than I did college football.
It's a hoops junkie.
That's all right, Rob. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I am a hoops junkie.
Kids coming up the AAU circuits right now. Rob Domofsky of ESPN is joining Kyle Brust-Nortman. You got some, Kyle?
I do have something, Rob, because,
jump right in.
Do you feel like there's just a new life and refreshing feel from not having somebody come to the podium during a press conference talking about how they could have been the vice president candidate for Bobby Kennedy? And does he call you Bobby as well?
Here's well, he called me Bob, which I hated.
Yeah, what the heck? Who is this guy?
Here's the thing, though. Like, here's the thing that has been left unsaid in this whole thing, and I don't care who you vote for or whatever, but Robert Kennedy Jr. was not winning. He is not winning. So, like, to say he would have been vice president and would have had to retire, no. Like,
Aaron Rodgers would have gave him the boost he needed, Bob.
Okay. Whatever you say, Kyle. But yes, to answer your question, it is a different era in terms of how and what we write about as it pertains to the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Be honest, Bob. I'm such an ass.
Yeah.
So is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. You are, Ben, but that's not breaking news.
I know. But, like, let's be honest. Your stories were written for you because of Rodgers. Like, he was a content factory.
Yeah, so here's what my stance was on this and probably always will be. I really, really enjoyed covering Rodgers during the season for two reasons. One, you were probably going to see something incredible happen on the field. And two, on Wednesday, when you stood at his locker or Sunday after the game, he was going to give you interesting stuff to write about. So that part of it, like, I miss and probably always will miss. The off-season stuff, listening to him on podcast this or podcast that, I don't miss that at all. So I do think there's the good and bad.
Anything else from Kyle or Brad before we let Bob go?
That's all I got, Rob. I'll call you the real name.
Of course you will.
Yeah. Brad, let me get since I didn't include you as a Wisconsin alum. Should I include you? Were you a holder?
I was a holder.
Extra point.
I was.
So I would think you would be fascinated because as am I fascinated by special teams and the current kicking competition.
Oh, yeah.
That has been going on. Now, here's a new twist to it. There's nobody underneath the goalposts at practice, or at least there wasn't yesterday, signaling whether kicks were made or missed. And as you know, standing on the sideline at like a 45-degree angle, unless the ball hits the net, it's near impossible to tell if these kicks went through or not. So we were arguing on the sideline as a media corps yesterday about whether kicks were good or not. And the very fact that we weren't sure if some of them went through.
No, Rob, stop. We're going to lose Kyle's heart.
Rob, was that all three kickers? But by the way, I think if you have three kickers, you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah, no, yesterday, if you have three kickers, you have none, right? Yesterday it was just Anders Carlson and Greg Joseph. So we did not see Podlesny kick.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he ain't gotten better, Rob! I'm going to break our hearts. I'm telling you this now. Next January, the Packers are going to have...
Rob, it was great having you.
Thanks coming on, Rob.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon.
That's Rob Domofsky, a.k.a. Bob of ESPN, joining Kyle Brust-Nortman. I just can't help myself.
Jake Bates. What's his name? They got to sign him.
Oh, man. Jake Bates?
XFL, UFL, whatever it's called. And I need to bring in Green Bay ASAP.
No torn pecs at the Princeton Club, because when I worked with my guy Matty in personal training, we made sure that I was taken care of. And also, don't be afraid to ask people for a spot. Don't try and be a hero, right? I mean, Brad, you're a lifter.
To not ask someone for a spot?
Don't be afraid to ask for a spot.
Oh, for sure.
Don't try and be a hero.
If you're going to push yourself, you got to have that spot.
Thank you.
Big spot guy.
Just saying.
I'll give you a spot too.
Live responsibly.
Weak.
Yeah, that's why
So
you need a spot. Yeah. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. I've done personal training, but they also have, cardio, workout classes, basketball courts, something for everyone. And you can find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. Just have the courage to go get the tour. You're going to see how clean it is. You're going to see all the perks that you get. You're going to see the locker room renovations. You're going to see them bringing in new equipment. They're always making it better for you, so you don't have to leave. Join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow in Madison or New Berlin. Kyle Brust-Nortman continues next.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
I still am in shock that I was asked what my baby was fed. Shout out to Diana McGuanago. Formula or breast milk or breastfeeding. I will get back to you via email, Diana. So pour one out to no more breast milk talk on KBN.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
Varsity on Wisconsin On Demand is home to all the latest and best Badgers content on ESPN Wisconsin. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Wisconsin On Demand, and wherever you get your podcasts.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Hunter Vaughn. The Big Ten Women's Rowing Championships were held this weekend at Devils Lake State Park. This was the first time that Wisconsin has hosted the regatta since 2019. The Badgers finished 6th out of 8 teams, with Michigan winning the conference title. Wisconsin's best boats of the day were the 2nd Varsity 8 and 3rd Varsity 4, who both finished in 4th place. You can catch a rebroadcast of the championship this Sunday, the 26th at 9:30 a.m. on the Big Ten Network.
Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PalaWI.com.
For the ultimate sports betting experience, get in the game at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Unleash your inner champion with dozens of betting kiosks, a VIP deck, high-end bar, first-class restaurant, broadcast booth, a 2,000-square-foot video wall, and more. It's a sports fan's paradise, 24/7. Bet above the rest. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Visit the website for more. Must be 21 years old. All bets must be made on site.
There's a good chance if you watch sports, you're getting served information about hormone optimization. What does that even mean? Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health can tell you exactly what hormone optimization means. He will take your blood work and let you know if it's right for you. If you're feeling sluggish, not losing weight like you used to, you're not gaining muscle like you used to, or you just don't feel like yourself in most aspects of your life, go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. In fact, sign up for the 6-week experience so you can see everything that Carbon World Health has to offer, including hormone optimization. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
Experience the rebirth of an American treasure in Oconomowoc. The club at Lac La Belle is open. The redesigned course is one of Wisconsin's finest tracks at the heart of the Wisconsin Golf Trail. Named Best New Wisconsin Course in 2021 by Golf Digest. The club at Lac La Belle is open to the public 7 days a week. Schedule your tee time today at club@laclabelle.com. See what everyone is talking about. The club at Lac La Belle is a place to experience over and over again. Go to club@laclabelle.com to start your journey.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tosher here for my friends at Kohler Services. If you need a bath or shower remodel, turn to Kohler Services. Family-owned business for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off and 0% interest for 12 months on your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast, professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Join ESPN Madison in supporting the American Stroke Association's 2024 Cycle Nation event on Wednesday, May 22nd at the Sylvie. Cycle Nation isn't just a cycling event, it's a movement empowering healthy lifestyles while funding vital research to eradicate stroke and heart disease. Form a team and make a difference. Don't ride? No problem. Come out and cheer on the riders as they save lives with each push of the pedal. Visit cyclenation.org/Madison for more details and to donate. And don't forget to join Rutledge and Hamilton at the Sylvie on Wednesday, May 22nd. We'll see you there.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Can I steal it from you to memorize the way you shock me, the way you move it here? Just wanna feel
these vibes give me vibes that mean I want to go to Road America because you can set up a speaker when you camp out. Play whatever music you want to. Make friends with your neighbors. Drink with them. Eat with them. DJ with them. You look like a DJ with the
DJ Strofe.
DJ Strofe with the long sleeve on, the button down.
That's what we called him last week, DJ Strofe.
Road America is a great place for you to enjoy affordable family fun. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And you got to get your tickets for the NTT IndyCar Series at Road America. The Indy 500 is coming up. Maybe you'll pique your interest as it comes around. It's a fun race, fun time for you to get together. But you can have that affordable family fun right here in Elkhart Lake with the NTT IndyCar Series coming here. Corporate events, weddings. They have go-karts. They have family fun zone. Make sure you go check out all the different food, the paddock. It is something for everyone at Road America. RoadAmerica.com to get your tickets today. Big shout out to Rob Domofsky of ESPN for joining us here on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Ben Brust, Packer backer Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe, DJ Strofe running the show. It was good to hear from Rob Domofsky initially about what he felt the conversation with Jordan Love went.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, when Homer came in to run the Homer Hour from 5 to 6 yesterday, he was like, you guys are...
That sounds just like Homer.
And then John Anderson of ESPN, I heard, was like, yeah, those guys. He was talking about us like those guys.
Wait a minute. Wait, John Anderson called us those guys?
Yeah.
What the heck going on behind our back?
Yeah, it was like, they're reading into this, that. He was actually on your side, but the way he said those guys.
Oh, he's talking about you two. Okay.
Yeah, but he's still...
Okay, that's good. It's different.
Oh, it's cool now?
Yeah, John, I'm with you. Those guys. I'm telling you, I don't know what they're talking about.
But, Rob being in person with Jordan, talking about the impending contract extension, I thought brought good insight to, the uncomfortableness that Brad and I heard was just probably him not knowing what to say or do and him figuring out what to say or do. He's probably trained what to say or do, but he's never been through, negotiations for a big contract like this. He doesn't want to ruin it.
Well, you never quite know how it's going to come off as well because it's a very emotional thing. You don't want it to be, but you're talking about lots of zeros. You're talking about life-changing money. So even though Jordan Love, he always says the right thing, and he said the right thing as well yesterday, but there was just an underlying tension, discomfort that I felt like didn't sound or feel like Jordan Love. And honestly, we don't have time to get into it now. Maybe we can in the next hour. But man, the fact that the earliest would be, in Rob Domofsky's thought is the night before training camp.
Yeah, July 23rd.
I don't like that whatsoever. I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You didn't make enough.
Talking about him?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this right?
Wait a minute.
I mean, it's public info.
What site you looking at? I'll tell you before.
Overthecap.com?
Spot Track is always the most accurate.
So why are you looking up this man's salary randomly in?
Because he's talking about zeros. I want to see how many zeros he had.
He had enough. He had more than me.
Several.
Yeah. More zeros than we've seen.
Yeah.
At least that I know of.
Well, your net worth on the internet is up there. You get a couple zeros.
Wait, what's your net worth?
It says $3 to $5 million on Google.
What?
And I'm trying to. I'm trying to find that $3 to $5 million though, Kyle. I've never seen it. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go ahead.